guys, you ever hear about Live for Love TV? I want you to like, share and subscribe. Check it out, it's a bomb.
Like, share, subscribe. Live for Love TV. Awesome!
Welcome back to Live for Love TV. Today's the 16th day of the 5th month of the 22nd year inside the 21st century. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Well, I've done videos about, at least a couple of videos in the past, about the terrible situation of the gun violence in America. And I'm talking about the mass shootings. And I've also done a video about a school murder that goes back to all the way to 1927, which was an atrocity. So you can go back on the catalogue and look at that if you want to. But as we know, if you've been watching the news, recently America's had a few incidents within the last week or so. And one of them is New York, I believe, Buffalo, anyway, in Buffalo. And I believe 10 people are killed and 3 people are injured, but not life-threatening injuries at the moment, as far as I know. But 10 people were killed. Now there's a video going around that looks like a video game that people have sent me that looks like the man was streaming, and that's exactly what he did with one of these high-powered weapons, assault weapons. I think it's a genuine video. I have no way of telling, but it looks as genuine as you're going to get. So. Anyway, we know the result of what the guy's done. We now know he's an 18-year-old Caucasian youth who, as usual, after doing the dirty, comes out unscathed, without a scratch. Now, I, in particularly, have made it clear over the years that I would never vote for capital punishment, simply because I know that people can be fitted up. I know that people can get things wrong. I'm old enough to remember some of the big cases when people spent 20 odd years in prison, which would have been killed if the capital punishment was around, and have actually been found innocent. So I could never vote for capital punishment regardless. But when somebody is just done a mass murder and is on the scene and has the gun in his hand, and there can be no question whatsoever that this man is guilty, and this is not a racial thing. Look at this could be any human being on the planet, a black, a white, Indian, Chinese, whatever the person is. If they've just done a mass murder and they got the weapon in their hand, and if I was a police and I've come on the scene, right between the eyes, there isn't a man in my division, and no colonel, no higher police chief that could question me after I've done that, because I'd say to him, you can't be serious. Why does he have to point the weapon at the police before he becomes a danger? The man has just killed a mass amount of people. This man is a danger. You can't then go, because that allows people to just go and say, well, I'm going to kill an X amount of people, and then I'll just throw the gun down, and then I'll go into custody, take my 3 meals a day and go through the system or whatsoever. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Why the police never shot this man, that's a question they'll have to answer. But anybody who's watching this will never hear me vote for capital punishment, though that would be a form of capital punishment. But that would be something that would be done. You'd be doing that, taking that into your own hands. Anybody who's just made a mass killing and he's on the scene, so there is no question that it's him, I don't see why he should have to do anything after that to be killed. Why he should have to point the gun at somebody or grab somebody around the neck. The man has already done a despicable act. We've heard, I don't know, for those of you who are old enough, remember it was I can't remember the guy's, De Mendes, I think his name was, is a student in the UK who was killed when they suspected that he may have something that he may be going to detonate. An innocent student, had nothing on him, not a criminal, just happened to be a little bit too dark, maybe looked a bit like a so-called Arab when he was probably Portuguese or Brazilian, I think he was, I can't remember. And that was enough for them to get him and kill him on the floor. Now everybody knows that was wrong, that was bad, and it seems like nobody was taken to task for it because they felt they had reasonable suspicion that he was going to create havoc. And they were all digi at the time, very digital, because at the time London was under some sort of attack by I don't know, was it ISIS? I don't know who was it, Al Qaeda? I don't know, but they felt under attack, and the amber or whatever it was, the amber signal was given, or this signal was given, so they were all hiding under attack. But my questioning is, if someone has just done a mass killing, doesn't matter what it is. This would go for even the guys who killed. I think it was the Rigby guy, who they just hacked his head off. I don't know why they were arrested. I had no idea. Why would you arrest these guys? You literally see them. They've got blood-stained hands. They've got the murder weapon in their hands, and they've just done it, and everybody's seen it, and they're still on the scene. I wouldn't arrest them. I don't say, what's the point of arresting? What are you arresting them for? What do you want to find out from them? I mean, there's nothing to find out. That's when you pull the trigger, and nobody should argue. No, they pull the trigger, nobody should argue, because of what they've just done. That's the law they live by. They live by the law that says they believe they have the right to just murder somebody for whatever the reason is, whether they're right or wrong, but that's the reason. If that's the law they live by, it's not like you have to investigate them, or you go to their house 2 days later to kick off their door to find out, I wonder if this man did do it. There is evidence, but we're not 100% sure. The man's on the scene. So as I say, I wouldn't justify this guy being taken in. I don't care what color he is. He should have been taken out. And the fact that they didn't take him out, they get no hand claps from me on this one. But anyway, take care. See you soon. Live for Love TV, back at you.
People, one step more, one step more, one step more, one step more, until you reach your goals. One step more. This is Live for Love.